great to see these students that maybe haven't been to the Capitol before. This is their first time meeting with senators, meeting with representatives, and incentivizing youth to be interested in this. This isn't like some far-off chamber. This is some place you can come, you can testify, and that empowerment is so important.
It troubles me that sometimes the meal at school may be the only meal that student is going to get. Often it is the best meal they're going to get, and we can't do a better job to get more nutritious food so our students can get better outcomes.
So we talked about and went to go introduce ourselves. We talked about the schools we are from. We provided some facts, we provided personal stories, and why it's important to us as students to provide this knowledge to our keiki and the importance really that this bill holds and why it should be introduced as well as passed.
Processed foods cause sickness and diseases, and we should implement 30% of locally sourced foods. And we want future generations to grow up healthier. We want to eat and grow our own food.
This is a great way. We're so appreciative of this bill that can support it because we've been trying to do the same thing, right?
I believe we all deserve locally grown food for this generation and many more to come.
And in order for us to pass good laws, we need you to be involved in the process. We need you to tell your stories. So when the bills come up for hearings, you have to convince the lawmakers in the House and in the Senate that this is a good bill to pass into law.
So we want to grow our own foods, not eat processed foods because they cause sicknesses and diseases, so we don't want that in our system. And that a lot of our families suffer from those processed foods. So that's why we want to grow our own foods and eat healthier.
Because again, you guys are the next generation, and everything that we try and accomplish in this building is for your generation. It's not for our generation. So I like to hear from you guys and what we try to get done.
You need to be demanding to be treated better. You need to demand that we put better food on your plates.
Hearing voices from youth is really important to get more local foods into our school system.
You showing up here today know that has impact.
It's super cool to be here to advocate for our bills and what's really important to us.
We have here going on our students from the various culinary schools classes, and they are serving recipes that were developed by the Hawaii Child Nutrition Program with KCC to go into the USDA Teen Nutrition Recipe Box to be used across the country.
And so today we're just trying to advocate to have these meals on our school lunch menu.
It also supports our local farmers, so that's a good thing.
In my opinion, I think it's going to be a very good way to have more people eat school lunch.
It's really up to us, the younger generation, to protect those rights and also advocate for local agriculture and also the farm to school movement.
I hope you guys had such a fun day today because I know I did. I had such a fun experience meeting all of you. And it also was a great experience to go talk about our bills to everybody, and I think we made some serious progress today that was really important. So give yourselves a hand.
And thank you to everyone who was here yesterday. We're so grateful that you came back to join us for another day of the We Grow Summit here at Punahou School.
We as youth need to participate in this, and especially growing up in Hawaii, I think it's very important. So this is going to be a big day of learning about everything related to agriculture, the farm to school movement, farm to table movement, everything related to agriculture.
It's just really encouraging to see more young people getting involved and being civically active, because it's one thing to be really passionate about it, but it's another thing to kind of be in the trenches and to be able to speak from experience and provide perspective as well. I think is really important, especially from youth.
Right now we're in our breakout sessions. There's some amazing guest speakers, workshops, hands-on activities that's going on.
There's also gardening demos, seed saving demos, anything involved in the overall food system so that our attendees can get some hands-on experience with farm to school.
But I do think that these bills is super integral to the kind of food system that we want, for Hawaii. I think we all here in this room recognize that we import a lot of our foods, and being able to focus things on water rights for kalo farmers, it puts us in one position where we can give the kalo farmer the opportunity to grow kalo,
Volunteer as much as you guys can and just learn as much as you guys can, because yeah, I wish I knew all the stuff that I knew now. I probably could have made more of an impact like how you guys are doing right now.
One small change in a policy has the potential to influence literally a million people. We are here to observe and learn from nature, and that helps us to be better people in the same way that as people we can give back to and contribute to a better place.
But what I will say and reiterate again is the power of youth voice in front of policymakers. A young person comes and sits in that seat to testify. They are all eyes. I've seen it with my own eyes, the power of the youth voice. So just, we want to continue to make those opportunities available. This has been an awesome event, and I look forward to just continuing it and growing it every year.
It's a cool experience as a kid to go to a thing like this.
Yeah.
I would like to see more kids like us at these types of things.
And today's workshop, we're kind of looking at local food in Hawaii and its connection to advocacy and engineering, and how those two unique things can be used to kind of solve the issues that Hawaii's food system is facing today.
Showing people that cooking is not hard. There's a lot of ways you can galvanize family and you can galvanize students through the food, and it looks like we're off to a good start.
What I love about this event is just getting students here of all ages and meeting each other, learning from each other, getting to visit booths.
We're here helping the youth get engaged, and we're also giving away free seeds just because we think that's the best way to help our community.
Kokua Hawaii Foundation supports environmental education in the schools and communities, and we're very excited to be here and sharing messages of getting your hands in the soil, volunteering, and starting more school gardens.
We're trying to encourage more awareness and more use of what we call ugly fruit and vegetables, and letting students be able to mix and match their own unique combinations and then design a logo with a cute character and build a brand.
One thing I'm grateful for about this experience is hearing people's stories about their perspectives.
I feel extremely inspired and ready to do more for our community.
We've truly made an impact here in these past 2 days, and I look forward to seeing a same community next year.
And I encourage everyone to move forward knowing that they make a difference.
And having students and adults from different islands come join.
And the food was so good. I feel like that's something we can't forget. It was delicious, and it was locally grown, and that's what it should be.
Just finished a wonderful lunch, from school lunch, served by our cafeteria staff. We started We Grow 9 years ago because we were so inspired by young people and what they were learning, what they were saying. And as a school garden educator back then, listening to kids out in the garden, I was like, everyone needs to hear this. So we created these conferences, these summits, to get more youth across schools and different communities on different islands to really learn from one another, to grow together, and to celebrate Hawaii's thriving sustainable food system.